right after Donald Trump was convicted on 34 felony counts in the state of New York. Republican Senator Mike Lee of Utah recruited Republican Senator J.D. Vance of Ohio, Republican Senator from Alabama Tommy Tuberville, Republican Senator from Tennessee Marsha Blackburn, Senators Marco Rubio and Rick Scott, both from Florida, Senators Eric Schmidt from Missouri and Roger Marshall from Kansas. Notice how I don't have a picture of them with Trump. They're just on the bandwagon. I'm sure they were told to be a part of this. They just signed a document saying that they will no longer support any nominees that Biden sends to them for approval, and that they will not support any Democratic legislation going forward. The White House has made a mockery of the rule of law and fundamentally altered our politics in un-American ways. As a Senate Republican conference, we are unwilling to aid and abet this White House in its project to tear this country apart. To that end, we will not, 1, allow any increase to non-security related funding for this administration or any appropriations bills which funds partisan lawfare. 2, vote to confirm this administration's political and judicial appointees. And 3, allow expedited considerations and passage of Democrat legislation or authorities that are not directly relevant to the safety of the American people. They basically told us they're not going to work. Let's just see what they did when it comes to judges. This is the record of the vote to get Ketanji Brown Jackson onto the Supreme Court in 2022. Let's do it. Tuberville. Nay. Okay, so he didn't vote for her. Let's do Scott. Okay, Rick Scott from Florida and South Carolina didn't vote for him. Let's do Rubio. Rubio didn't vote for her. That's a no. Let's do Blackburn. Blackburn was a no. Lee of Utah was a no. That's 5 out of 8 that voted no. And I don't think the other 3 were in Congress at the time of that vote. So you're telling me now that Trump has been convicted of 34 felony counts when Biden had nothing to do with it, that now you're not going to help Biden and his administration and vote for any judges. When, prior to Trump going to trial, you wasn't voting for judges anyway. So writing that letter, what did you accomplish? The same thing you've been doing. Nothing.
Possible Veep-stakes contenders converging this weekend at a donors conference in Mar-a-Lago. At least 7 contenders on the shortlist.
Yep, that'll do it. 2 of the 8 are on Trump's VP shortlist. And I'm assuming the other 6 are vying for a spot. Or at least a spot in leadership in the Senate. Because if I can't be the king, let me try to be as close to the king as possible. What do you think?